Good morning to all and all. I am Mrs. Ishoda. I am dealing with community health nursing. So today I am going to take about the class is maternal and child health care. So now we are going to see about what do you mean the MCH and what are the objectives. So that is in first we have to know about the definition of maternal and child health care and enlist the aims and objectives of MCH and explain the roles and responsibility of maternal and child health care and then discuss about the activities of maternal and child health care. So first we will see about the maternal and child health care definition. So according to the WHO gave the definition of 1976, maternal and child health care services can be defined as promoting, preventing, therapeutic or rehabilitation facility or care for the mother and child. So maternal and child health services can be defined as promoting, preventing, therapeutic or rehabilitation facility or care for the mother and child. The maternal and child health services is an important and essential service related to the mother and child overall development. So thus the maternal and child health service is an important role. It's the essential services to the mother as well as the child. So this is the definition of MCH. Next we'll move on to the aims and objectives of MCH program. So first aims is reduce the maternal and maternal death rate. That is a perinatal death. So its current status is in 2013 190 per one live births. So perinatal it's mean it's a number of stillbirth and death in the first weeks per 1000 live births. An infant current status is in 2013 41 per 1000 live births and child mortality and morbidity rates. So that is in child survival. So other this is child survival and then promoting and reproductive health for safe motherhood. And then that's enumerate the birth of health child. So these are the aims and objectives of MC. That is in reducing the maternal death rate. That is in current status of 2013 is 190 per one live birth. In perinatal is so it's a perinatal is a mean number of stillbirth and death in first week of life per 1000 live birth. In infant is that is current status is 2013 is 41 per 1000 live births and child mortality and morbidity rates. So and then child survival and promoting the reproductive health or safe motherhood. So these are the aims and objectives of MCH. Next we'll move on to the infrastructure. So the infrastructure of MCS services, the services are rendered only through the infrastructure of primary health center and sub-center. So the primary health center, the population is around is that is in 30,000. The sub-center population is 3,000 to 5,000 population. So each sub-center are foundation of national health system. So each sub-center is manned by the team of one male and female health worker. In addition, there is a team of one trained nurse and one health guides in every village. So the MCH services are rendered through the infrastructure of primary health center and sub-center and whose number are that is in 24,049. So and then that is in 1 lakh in 48 to 366. It's a respective. So it is proposed to set up the one primary health center. For a one primary health center, the covering population is nearly 30,000 and sub-center is 3,000 to 5,000. So each sub-center are the national health systems. The each sub-center is manned by the team of one male and female health workers. So it's these are the infrastructure of primary healthcare. Next, we'll move on to the sub areas. So, what are the sub areas? The components of MCHs include the various sub areas that is like maternal health, family planning, child health, school health, and handicapped children, care of the children in special settings such as daycare centers. So, these are the sub areas they can be divided in the MCH care. So, the components of MCH is maternal health, family planning, child health, school health, handicapped children, and care of children in special setting such as daycare center. And next we'll move on to the activities of MCH program. So main activities is maternal and child health services are an important part of primary health care. That is in traditional activities areas of these program is mainly determined by that is complete health checkup. So complete health checkup is important for as the female is when your conception. So when the conception period is started, she has to register from the particular that is areas and then complete health checkup should be provided from the those areas. And then next is the studying the health problems of mother and children. So health problems, so we have to analyzing the health problems of the mother and children, and then providing the health education to the parents for taking care of the children. And next is the training to the professional assistant works. So these are the activities they have to maintaining only from the MCH services. So my MCH service is the important part of primary health care. Its main thing is that is a complete health checkup for the mother as well as the child, and then it will be the mainly they have to register from the period of the conception. So when the mother is conceived, she has to register from the particular centers, and then she has to maintaining the she has to follow the full checkup from the conception period also. Then that is studying health problems. So what are the problems she has to know, and then they have to finalize. That is the main thing is important. Next is the providing health education to the parents. So when the parents is coming to the centers, means they have to give some education to the birth care, antenatal care, and then postnatal care. So these are the things we should educate the parents, and then training to the professional and assistant workers. Next, we'll move on to the need for MCH program. So why it has been needed for MCH program? So main thing is mother and child below the age of 15 years make up the majority of the population is almost in countries. So maternal and mother and child below the age is 15 years, they have the majority of the population in almost countries. And then mother and children constitute the special risk. So they having the special vulnerable groups in the cases of illness and death in the terms of pregnancy, childbirth of mother, and growth and development in the case of children. So they having the very vulnerable groups, and then special risks. Special risk is important to find out the cases, and then by improving the health of the mother and children, we can improve the health of the family and community. And then ensuring the child survival is a future investment for the family and community. So need for MCH program is important that is in first is the mother and child below the age of 15 years make up the majority of the population is almost countries. So they having the majority groups in 15 years of age, and then mother and children constituting the special risk. It's a vulnerable group in the case of illness, death in the terms of pregnancy, and childbirth of mothers, and growth and development in case of children. So these are the special risks she has to attain in during the period. So main thing is during the pregnancy and childbirth of mother and growth and development of the children. So they are in this group, special groups in this particular uh, situation. And then next, by improving the health of the mother and children, we can improve the health of the family and community. And then ensuring the child survival is the future investment for the family and community. So this is the things is important for they have to concentrate about MCH program. Next is indicators of maternal and child health program. So what are the indicator is main thing is maternal mortality rate. So the main thing is maternal mortality rate below 1 for every 1,000 live births. The maternal mortality rate is below 1 for every 1,000 live births. And infant mortality rate is below 30 for every 1,000 live births. The infant mortality rate is below 30 for every 1,000 live births. And death rate of 1 to 4 years of old age group is below 10. And size of family is 2 to 3 members. So main thing is the size of family is 2 to 3 members. And perinatal mortality rate is 30 to 35. And the weight of minimum is 90% of total children according to the height and weight of the child. So indicator of maternal and child health program is main thing is maternal mortality rate is below for every 1,000 live births. And infant mortality rate is below 30 for every 1,000 live births. And death rate is 1 to 4 years and old age group below 10. And size of family is 2 to 3 members, and then perinatal mortality rate is 30 to 35. And weight of minimum 90% of total children according to the height and weight of the child. So these are the indicators is important to for MCH care. So next is the recent trends in MCH service program. So what are the recent trends in MCH program is first thing is integration of the care. So integration of care is yearly maternal and child care service were divided into antenatal, child care and family planning. So that is in integration of the care. So yearly maternal and child health care service were divided into antenatal, child care and family planning. So So it's helpful increasing the capability and effectiveness of service. So it should be helpful to increasing the capability and effectiveness of service during this period only. That is antenatal, child care, and family planning. So next is the that is a risk approach. Risk approach is that is a lack of resources and their availability. So as the lack of resources and their availability is necessary things. So that is a lack of awareness and lack of resources. So it should be a main thing of risk approach. And then as per this, the risk group among the mother and infant is identified and special care given to them. So that is a main thing is special care is given to them. Next is manpower changes. So manpower changes is according to new concept. Maternal and child health service should be left to traditional health workers like ANMs, health visitor rather than specialists of field and child volunteers and workers of NGOs. So that is the thing is important. So main thing first is integration of the care. So a recent trends that is main is integration of the care. So integration of care is it's a main of it will be divided into antenatal, child care and family planning. So it will be helpful to increasing the capability and effectiveness of service. So it should be the helpful to increasing the capability and effectiveness of service. Next is risk approach. Risk approach is it's a lack of resources and their availability is one of the reason for recent trends in MCH service. And manpower changes is that is according to new concept maternal and child health service should be left to traditional health workers, ANMs, health visitor rather than the specialist of field and child volunteers and workers of NGOs. So next is primary healthcare. So primary healthcare is it makes the available information about protection and resources for mother and child healthcare. So it makes the available information about protection and resources for mother and child healthcare. So next is the reproductive and child health. So as per the decision taken at the World Women Conference, so that is in 1995 Beijing, that is a maternal and child health service have been included in reproductive and child health service. So primary healthcare is it makes the available information about protection and resources for mother and child healthcare. So on reproductive and child health is as per the decision taken in World Women Conference, it's a maternal and child health service have been included in reproductive and child health services. So that is it should be important for reproductive and child health services. And next is the move on to the principles of maternal and child health care. So main thing is consultation and participation. So main principle is consultation and participation. So consultation with then participation by families is integral to the services. So services will be informed by and seek to meet and young needs of young children and their families. So that is in the services, the consultation and participation. So main thing is the services to seek and meet the young needs of young children and their families. So next is the access and availability. So all families with young children should be able to readily access the information, services and resources that are appropriate for and useful to them. So access and availability is all families with young children should be able to readily access the information, services and resources that are appropriate for and useful to them. So next is the primacy and prevention. So the prevention of harm or damage is preferable to repairing to later. So early detection of risk factor is required and intervention where appropriate. So when your early detection is required and then appropriate intervention could be maintaining in easy way. So that is the main thing is primary prevention. Next is the capacity building. The capacity building is promoting of resilience and capacity is preferable to allowing the problems to undermine health or autonomy. So that doesn't main thing is capacity and building. It is equity. Equity is as all children should be able to grow up the actively learning, healthy, sociable and safe irrespective of the families and circumstances and background. So main principles, first point is the consultation and participation. In that consultation and participation, the services will be informed by and seek to meet and the young needs of the young children and their families. And next is the access and availability. So all families with young children should be able to readily access the information, services and resources that are appropriate and useful to them. And then primacy prevention. So primary prevention is early detection of risk factor is required and intervention could be appropriate. And next is the capacity building is promotion of resilience and capacity is preferable to allowing the problems to undermine the health autonomy. Next is equity. Equity is all children should be able to grow up, they actively learn and healthy, sociable and safe, irrespective of the family circumstances and background. So next principle is family centered. So family centered is the identification and management of child and family needs. Require the family centered approach. It should be in family centered approach. So the identification and management of child and family needs require the family centered approach that focus on the strength. So the family centered approach only can be able to focus the strength. So next is the inclusion. So inclusion means that is inclusive practices are essential for all children to get the best start, irrespective of the family circumstances, differing the abilities and background. So that is in inclusion practices are essential for all children. So the best start that's irrespective of the family circumstances, differing the abilities and background. Next is the partnerships. The partnership is quality services are achieved through the integrated services delivery and partnership with others, early childhood and special service and with the family. The partnership is very, very important. Should be maintaining the early childhood and specialist service and with the families. So quality. So qualities all families with young children must be confident of the quality of information, services and resources provided to them. So that is a family centered means the family centered is the identification management of child and family needs the recure family centered approach to focus on the strength. So inclusion is the inclusive practices are essential for all children to get the best start. So that is an irrespective of their family circumstances. And then partnership is it's a partnership with other early childhood and specialist service and the families with the families. Quality is all families with young children must be confident of quality of information and service, resources and provided to them. So these are the principles of MCH, Maternal and Child Health Services Program Standards. So they have given some standard for MCH service. So what are the standard is important for MCH services? Main thing is the maternal and child health service provided the universal access to its services for children from birth to school age and their families. So the birth to school age and their families, it should be the universal access. So next is the maternal and child health service promote the optimal health and development outcome for children from birth to school age through the focus on the child, mother and family. So the maternal child health services build the partnership with families and communities and collaborate and integrate with other services and organizations. And next is the maternal child health service is delivered by the competent and professional workforce. So the maternal child health service supported by the local government or the governing authority provide the responsive and accountable. So that is the standard is first thing is maternal child health service provided the universal access to its services for children from the birth to school age and their families. So next the maternal child health service promote the optimal health and development outcome for children from birth to school age through a focus on the child, mother and family. So the maternal child health service build the partnership with families and communities and collaborate and integrate with other services and organization. So next, the maternal child health service is delivered by the competent and professional workforce. The maternal child health service supported by the local government and governing authority provide the responsive and accountable. The next standard is services for the child, mother and family through effective governance and management. And next is then the maternal child service delivering the quality and safe services. So the services for the child, mother and family through the effective governance and management. The maternal child service deliver the quality and safe service. So next is the organizational activities of MCH service. So organizational activities first point is complete health checkup and care of the child and mother from conception to the birth. So complete health checkup must be given to the care of the child and mother from the conception period. It will be started. So next is the studying the health problems of mother and child. And next is the providing health education to the parents for taking care of children. So next is training to professional and assistant workers. So first organizational activities in MCH is complete health checkup and care of the child and mother from conception to birth. Next is studying the health problems of mother and child. Next is providing health education to the parents for taking care of children. And next is training to the professional and assistant workers. So next is responsibility of community health nursing MCH service. So first thing is direct care. So direct care is direct care and managerial care functions and education function. So responsibility of community health nursing MCH survey. First point is direct care, managerial function, education function. So first thing is antenatal services. So antenatal services is the care of the mother during the pregnancy. So that is a main thing, that is the antenatal service. So what are the objectives of antenatal services? To detect the high risk cases and give them the special care. So detect the high risk cases. So to detect the high risk cases and give them the special care. Next is to identify the complication and prevent them. So to identify the complication and prevent them is an important role. So next is to educate the mother. To educate the mother about the nutrition, about the personal hygiene, and then how to take care of the child, and then what are the exercises we should follow, and then what are the things she should maintain in proper way. So these are the education should provide to the mother. And next is to promote the protect and maintaining the health. So that is it. The objectives is to detect the high-risk cases and give them special care, and to identify the complication and prevent them, to educate the mother, to promote, protect and maintaining the health. Next is antenatal services provided by prenatal clinic and antenatal clinics. So it should be provided in prenatal and antenatal clinic. And urban areas is MG center and hospitals. So rural areas is community health center, PHC sub-center, organized in weekly online. So antenatal service provided by prenatal clinic and antenatal clinic. So urban areas they have conducted in MCH center and hospital. Rural areas in community health center and PHC and sub-center. Research should be organized and weekly. So international care is delivery may be arranged at home or hospital. So institutional delivery is same. Objectives of that is to provide care of the mother and baby, that is in intranatal care, that is to prevent the complication, and then to provide the family planning service, basic education to the mother. So that is it, to provide care to the mother and baby, to prevent the complication and provide the family planning service, basic education to the mother. So next is the objectives is decreasing child death and infant mortality rate, and the complete protection of the child. So nutrition diet to the children, and then overall growth of the children. Next is the preserve and promote the health of under 5 children. Preserve and promote the health of under 5 children and an increasing health level of the children. So first objective is decreasing the child death and infant mortality rates and complete protection of the child. So that is the main thing, is complete protection of the child. And next is the nutrition diet to the children. It's an overall growth of the children. And next is the preserve and promote the health under 5 children and increasing health level of the children. So these are the objectives of intranatal care. So next is the child health service. So child health services is mainly they are giving the special care during the under 5 clinic, and then uh, health service. So they have maintaining only in the basis of Nightingale theories, Nightingale's nursing theory. That is in theory basis, it should be in the interrelationship of healthful environment with nursing external influences and conditions can prevent and suppress or contribute to disease or death. So it's an interrelationship with the theories. The theory is mainly based on interrelationship. The interrelationship with the healthful environment, and then that is health of the mother. So that is the theory goal is the nurses help patients retain their own vitality by the meeting their basic needs through control the environment. The nursing is focusing on control of the environment should be individual and family to the community. So that is the main thing of Nightingale theories. So under 5 clinics. So under 5 clinics means, so it should be the, so what do you mean that under 5 clinics? So under 5 clinic it's, so that is aims and activities is preventive care. So it should be the under 5 clinic is preventive care, growth monitoring and care and illness. Preventive care, growth monitoring, care and illness. So that is a main thing of under 5 clinics. So preventive care, it should be the aspect of preventive care, and then growth monitoring, and then care in illness. So child guidance clinics. Child guidance clinic means the for children suffering from abnormal behavior or psychological problems. For children, those who are having the abnormal behavior or psychological problems, psychiatrists and community health nurse and other auxiliary works service in these clinics. The child guidance clinic. So child guidance clinic for children suffering from the abnormal behavior or psychological problems. And then psychiatrists and community health nurse and other auxiliary workers serve these clinics. So what are the things? So what are the problems they have identified during the child guidance clinic? I mean, first is bedwetting and enuresis, and then refusing to go to school, and hating the family members, and complaining of being ignored and neglected, and cruel behavior towards other children and animals, and stealing and objectives, an intense reaction to the normal situation. So these are the problems they should identify, and then we should correct them. So first is the bedwetting and enuresis, and refusing to go to the school, and hating the family members, and complaining of being ignored and neglected, and cruel behavior towards the other children and animals, and stealing the objectives, and an intense reaction to normal situation. So assessment of MCH are done the basis of MCH indicators only they should identify. Next is the postnatal service. So postnatal services means it should be providing the care of the mother and baby to prevent the complications. So to prevent the complication and to provide the family planning service, basic education to the mother. The postnatal services is to provide the care to the mother and baby, to prevent the complications, to provide family planning service and basic education to the mother. So far we have summarized the topic is MCH care. So what do you mean that MCH care? So what are the objectives of MCH care? So what are the things is important for MCH services? So what are the activities should be maintaining? So what are the responsibilities of nurse? And then, so what are the things they have to identify during the child health service, and then child guidance clinic? And then what are the activities is mainly their activities is that is complete health checkup and care of the child and mother from the conception period, and studying the health problems of the child, studying the health problems of the mother and children, providing the health education to the parents, or taking care of children, training to the professional and assistant workers. And now why it is a need for MCH services? There are the four main reasons for MCH services. So that is the main thing is vulnerable groups should be identified in special risk for the childbirth of mother and growth and development of the cases of children, and then terms of pregnancies. These are the groups they can be identified in the vulnerable groups, and then by improving the health of the mother and children, we can improve the health of the family and community. So far we have discussing about that is in indicators, recent trends in MCH service program. So what are the recent trends? That is in integration of the care, risk approach, manpower changes, and the primary health care, reproductive and child health principles. So in that principles, we have seen that is in consultation and participation, access and availability and primacy, prevention, capacity building, equity, and then family centered and inclusions and partnership and quality. And the maternal and child services program standard, the standard should be based on these things, mainly for they have to focusing on the during the birth to school age, and then the maternal and child service build the partnership with the families and communities and collaborate and integrate with the other services and organization. The maternal and child service is delivered by the competent and professional workforce. So that is the main standard. We have seen that, and then organizational activities. So what are the activities they should maintaining in the organizational setup? Training and supervision. So responsibilities mainly thing is direct care, managerial function, education function. So what are the things is included in antenatal service? So what are the objectives of antenatal services? And then internal service and postnatal service. So we have seen that. So I hope everyone understand about my topic. Thank you.